Bitcoin broke this very important range low. Does this mean that we're going to dump all the way back down to the 28,000 US dollar level? What 99% of all the people are expecting at the moment? Guys, we could expect a massive pump, and like I told you in my free Telegram group, if we're going to hold this green box, I expect that Bitcoin is going to come all the way back up to the 33,000 US dollar level, but we're going to find out what Bitcoin needs to do so that we're going to see this pump all the way up and which levels are very important for Bitcoin at the moment. So if you want to find out more, watch the video until the end, smash up the like button and subscribe, and most importantly activate the bell so that you always stay up to date. And welcome back to B for Crypto, and first of all, thanks for tuning in, and we're going to start directly on the daily chart. And yes, we saw this massive dump towards the downside, coming all the way to the levels of 29,500 US dollars. So this means that Bitcoin broke the 30,000 US dollar level. Is this a confirmation and that we're going to dump all the way back down? First of all, we're going to look at this price target, because like I told you, if Bitcoin is going to hold this level, and if we're going to zoom out, yes, this level was previous resistance. So we could expect that yes, this 29,500 US dollar level is going to be a strong support for Bitcoin. And we can also see that Bitcoin before bounced off from this level perfectly, and we saw this bounce back above and all the way to the range high. So could we see the same thing for Bitcoin with this major support? So let's go down on the 4-hour chart, and on the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin we can see yes, we came all the way back down, and this was a bearish move for Bitcoin. We didn't form this W like I told you, and we didn't get this support, so we saw this dump all the way back down. But at the moment we're seeing that Bitcoin is back above this range low and is holding this as support. So the next levels for Bitcoin are going to be yes, the 30,400 US dollars, or ultimately the 30,500 US dollars, which is also this pivot level from this range that Bitcoin has been trading in for quite a while. So this must be the first price target for Bitcoin, that we need to form a higher high for Bitcoin so that we can say that yes, this trend has turned around, because at the moment we are still in this bearish trend, as we can see that Bitcoin is forming lower highs, and this is a bearish move. So first of all, the first step is going to be Bitcoin needs to form a high above this pivot level so that we can say yes, this trend has turned around. But to really get this confirmation that Bitcoin is going to move even higher, Bitcoin needs to form a higher low exactly in this level or retest this downward sloping trend. This will give us the ultimate confirmation that yes, Bitcoin is going to move even higher. But let's go on the even lower time frames on the 15-minute chart. And here we can perfectly see that Bitcoin had this dump all the way back down, but the wick closed back above this very important 29,600 US dollars where Bitcoin bounced off before. So yes, this is ultimately going to be very important for Bitcoin, that Bitcoin keeps on forming higher highs and also higher lows, that we can see that the overall trend is going to turn around. So let's go over to the dollar currency index. We saw this major dump for the DXY and we came under the 100 US dollar level, but at the moment we can see that yes, the DXY turned around. So what we need to see is that yes, this support box is going to turn into resistance, and that DXY is going to turn around in these areas, and that we could expect a dump and a pump ultimately for Bitcoin. But let's go on the 4-hour chart to find out what are we forming at the moment. Yes, at the moment we can see that the 4-hour candle is exactly at the top of this major support box. So if we're going to see a rejection, we could expect that Bitcoin is going to turn around and that we're going to form this higher high, come back into this range of 30,500 US dollars that Bitcoin ultimately needs to break, so that we can see this move even higher for Bitcoin, reaching back above the 31,000 US dollar level. But let's go over to Ethereum, because yes, sometimes Ethereum is a leading indicator, and we could see that Ethereum is still in this bullish structure, because yes, Ethereum is still forming higher lows, and we can see that the price movement is holding this upwards trend. So ultimately, if Ethereum is going to form a higher high and break out from this trend line, we could expect that Bitcoin is going to see this pump towards the upside, and that we're going to see the price movement turn around exactly in these areas. But why do I expect that we're not going to see this dump even lower and come all the way to the 28,000 US dollar level? Because everybody's expecting this at the moment, and a lot of people open short positions exactly in these regions. And where are the stop losses? Yes, over the previous highs. So we could expect that the market is going to turn around, come for all of these stop losses exactly above the previous highs, and that yes, we could expect then that Bitcoin is going to turn around and that we are then going to break this very important level. Because yes, the 28,000 US dollars would be a great support for Bitcoin. For consolidation, this would not be the end of the world that Bitcoin comes all the way back into these regions, but normally you should expect the unexpected because the market is coming for these major positions and the stop loss exactly in these regions. So yes, I expect that we're going to see a short-term bounce and maybe even coming back above this major resistance area. So maybe this was just a major shakeout to shake out all the retail investors so that they're selling the Bitcoin exactly in these regions and that the price movement is going to turn around and break this major resistance level. Yes, Bitcoin is about to break this very important resistance, and I expect that Bitcoin is going to see this continuation even higher before we're going to see a consolidation and a small pullback for all these institutions entering the market before the halving, and that we could expect this massive pump towards the upside. So if you want to make the best of your Bitcoin and maximize your Bitcoin holdings, make sure to watch this video exactly now, and don't forget to smash up the like button and subscribe, and we see each other in the next video. Make sure to be for crypto.